Hi, my name is Dawn, and this is Have That Talk. Today, I want to talk about the funny guy in the office, the person who's always cracking jokes. They're the ones who lighten the mood in the meeting, who always have some funny response to a serious situation, always able to deflect that awkward moment with a witty line. So, what's going on? It's easy to think that this person is supremely confident. Nothing bothers them. They're just able to shrug off every discomfort with a funny line. But what might be going on underneath the surface is that maybe they're not so sure of themselves. Maybe they feel out of place. Maybe they feel overwhelmed, out of their depth. Maybe they're afraid that their ideas won't land. So humour becomes their line of self-defense. They're defending their status, their sense of connection, belonging, relatedness within the group. If everybody's amused and laughing with them, then they're part of the group. They're safe. So those jokes that keep popping up, sometimes at random, inappropriate moments, they're actually armour. And it's very effective. Such people are seen as pleasant to work with, great in meetings, a good person to have in your team. And having somebody like that in the team does lighten the mood. But sometimes this lightness is taken too far. Maybe everybody else starts being more laid back, taking things less seriously, paying less attention to detail, being less disciplined in their ways of working. So how do you find the balance? The first thing, obviously, is to start noticing the pattern. When are the jokes brought up? Does the person have a serious side? Does the humour draw attention to the right things, or is it just disruptive? Once you've noticed the pattern and the moments that it comes up, whether it's in serious feedback situations or performance conversations or conversations about problems within a project, then find a way to gently redirect the humour by saying, for instance, okay, fair point, but jokes aside, tell me what you really think. The other thing you might need to do is address this tendency towards humour directly, either in a one-on-one or in a wider team setting when another joke comes up at an inappropriate moment. You could just go in and ask something like, I notice that every time we start talking about the problems, you crack a joke or you deflect in some humorous way. I don't know if you're doing it on purpose, but what ends up happening is that we never really know what you think, and that's not helpful. And if you happen to be the person who's always joking, take a moment to self-reflect. If you're really honest with yourself, what's going on when you feel the need to bring in a joke? Is it that you feel the need to break the silence? Is the awkwardness uncomfortable for you? Do you feel uncomfortable when things get difficult and you deflect that with a joke? What if you were to sit in the next 3 meetings and not tell a single joke? How would that feel for you? The answer to that will help you understand what it is you're either avoiding or protecting when you need to burst into the conversation with a funny line. Now, as I've said before, humour in the workplace can be a good thing, a bonding thing. So we shouldn't try to banish it completely. But finding that balance between funny and functional is also really important. So if you have a joker, a comedian in your team, don't come down on them like a ton of bricks. Don't show them up or embarrass them. That may dial up their funny bone even more, or it might totally deflate them in a way that you don't intend. So when you're dealing with funny, go in with some lightness, some gentleness when you have that talk. Okay? I'll see you next time.